Today we're going to fix a leaky shower valve. So this is a Delta shower, and you'll see under the escutcheon plate, this is the escutcheon plate here. There's a model number you can find typically on the Delta brand right here. Model number, so that way you know which parts to order to replace or repair. Also important, set a towel down on the base of the shower before you start. That way you won't have any screws or small pieces possibly go down the drain. And also don't forget to shut off your main water line. Probably can find that in the basement. So shut that off, open the basement sink or a faucet downstairs to allow the water to drain out of the line, so you can turn, which I've already done that, so you can turn the shower handle on and the water's off. So the first step is you want to take out these two screws. There's one here and one here that's holding the escutcheon plate on, because you're going to need to remove that to get to some parts here. These screws are super long, so I use a drill. Makes it go a lot easier. Once the screws are out, you can get a hold of this escutcheon plate, just slide it right off over the handle, just like that. Now there's a cap on the handle. You might need a screwdriver or something, but you can just pop it right off. It's pretty easy. And then there's a screw that holds the handle on, so we need to remove that screw. So I've removed the screw that holds the handle in place. But I also watched 6, 7, 8 YouTube videos of plumbers and handymen trying to remove this handle. And some of them get seized on there so hard for so long, they can't even remove them, so they end up having to cut them off, which is what I thought I was gonna have to do at one point. But I saw some of those guys, if you take some vinegar, get you a little spray bottle like this, and I'd spray some vinegar in this here area and here, and let it soak. I actually did it over the course of about 3 days, and I think it helped. I saw a guy get some fireplace tongs even, put it around here, and was able to kind of pound it off. But what I did was, there's a little trick here. This piece right here is a decorative cylinder that just kind of is there just for aesthetics, and the whole thing's in place. But I used it kind of as a little hammer. It slides. There's a rubber gasket that kind of holds it in place back here, but I was able to kind of push that gasket back. So I was able to use that as a hammer, as you see, and I was able to kind of pound. I was able to pound that handle off. But trust me, it wasn't that easy, but I was able to get it off like you see. We remove the handle, and we're going to remove this. I just call it a decorative sleeve. I don't know exactly what it actually is. Then you get to this bonnet nut, which is also a potential difficult thing to remove because it's perfectly circular. If you put your channel locks on there and can turn it, you can strip it, take it right off to where you can remove this cartridge. I was not able to do that. So what I'm getting ready to do is we'll have to cut a groove in it and then take a screwdriver and probably break it off. So let's see, I'll see what's going to happen here, and I'll reenact it. Don't worry if you damage that bonnet nut, because as you can see, this is the parts I ordered, and it comes with a new bonnet nut. This is the cartridge. I believe it was like $21, $22 on Amazon for the whole assembly. Okay, this is something I learned from another guy's video on YouTube. He took a hose clamp and a gasket. I actually used like weather stripping that you'll see like on a storm door or a garage door. And I put it around here and then put the hose clamp around it, tighten it up as tight as you can get it. And I took a screwdriver, tapped it with a hammer right here, and amazingly, it actually worked. It was able to loosen up that bonnet nut, so now I can get to my cartridge. Wow. Took me a couple minutes, but I was able to take a screwdriver, kind of put it in between the plastic part and the metal, and just kind of gently twist it, slowly work it out to where I was able to pull it out. And then I'm gonna clean this area out, even though it looks pretty good, but I'm still gonna give it a good cleaning. Old cartridge out, just put the new cartridge in. I'll take the new bonnet nut, put it on there. I was able to put this in about 90% of the way. So now I'm gonna have to use this bonnet nut to tighten it to pull the cartridge the rest of the way in. So I hand tightened it as much as I could. I'm gonna use my channel locks to tighten it the rest of the way. But I did not want to over tighten it, because at this point, I can actually turn the water on and then put the handle on right here, turn it on, check, just to see if there's any leaking, if I need to tighten it a little more, but I think I'm gonna be okay. Time to put the pieces back together. Had to get my little helper in the video, at least for a second. That's Marley. Just turned the water back on and it looks like it's not leaking. That is awesome. So I'm just gonna put this assembly back together just the opposite way we took it off. Everything back together. Nothing leaking. I haven't turned it on yet. Let's see what happens. Awesome. And just for the record, I'm not a plumber, just a guy who likes to save $1. This was probably going to cost me $200-300, I'm guessing, to call a plumber and have it fixed. So anyway, I hope this video helps.